Morning, hiking friends. I am going to head to Ravencliff Falls. According to my resources, this is about a 5-mile round trip hike. Should be fun. It finally has stopped raining and let's go. Oh, it looks like it's got green blazes. The trail runs along a creek. And this is actually pretty close to the Appalachian Trail. Very close to Hogpen Gap. Steps. It's in the National Forest, so there's no parking fee, and there's actually a restroom at the trailhead, which is really nice. Ooh, there's a tent down there. I don't know the name of the creek, but it sure is pretty. Bear Claws? I found out the name of the creek is Duke's Creek. The bridges that go over the creek, but why do you think they only have one railing? That is a curiosity I have. Well, I may be getting my feet wet, but maybe if I'm careful, there's like a little path right here around this water. If it wasn't like 40-some degrees, I'd totally trudge through that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe on the way back. I got through there mostly unscathed. I just washed my shoes. Thanks for the log bridge. I wish they would have had one back where my feet got muddy. To embrace the mud. Some people pay good money for mud. Mud baths at a spa. The people that do tough mudders. Personally, I am not a fan of mud. It's just not what I want in life. I mean, really. Don't pay for mud. Just come out on the trails in the winter time when mud is in abundance and you can just slather yourself in it free of charge. I'm just saying. Let's pick up my story. We left off with me living in Spain and I think going home from Spain, but I want to back up to the year that I had my younger son. I met his dad because he was actually a patient in the hospital, and we kind of hit it off and became friendly, and then we started dating, and one thing leads to another, and we really liked each other. But then Desert Storm happened, and he worked as a weapons loader and ended up being sent to Turkey with the F-16 squadron, and I didn't see him again. And then I found out I was pregnant. And I told him that I was pregnant, and he was honorable and wanted to do the right thing. Asked me to marry him. I said yes initially, and then I backed out because I had a dreadful fear of disaster, especially after my disastrous first marriage. And honestly, I have had a major fear of commitment ever since. But out of that very brief relationship, I have the greatest kid, and I'm super thankful for him. And you know, life is a journey, and I firmly believe that God leads us in the ways that He wants us to go, and nothing is wasted, and He works for our good. And in 3 months, that kid is gonna get married, and in 4 weeks I'm gonna be in Florida so that we can hang out more. And in the future, he and his soon-to-be wife want to head overseas to the Middle East to tell people about Jesus. The Lord uses everything for our good and His glory. Made it to the top.
Romans 8:28, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose. This is the word of the Lord. It is absolutely true and given to us in love.
This place is really cool, and it's not that far from where I live. I've reached the end of the line, and now I'm headed back to the car. Guys, I have just passed hordes of hikers, and their shoes are not wet or muddy at all, which leads me to believe that that spot where I thought I had to get in the water or go through the mud was the wrong way. I mean, I don't have a map or anything, so it's highly likely I went the wrong way. A time comes in every hiker's life when she has to ask herself, cold, wet, and clean, or warm, dry, and muddy. Or maybe a combo. Made it. The combo way turned out to be the best way. Hooray! I hope those people find their keys. Trailhead. It ended up being 5.2 miles round trip. Absolutely gorgeous hike. Thanks for coming along. If you like my channel, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more adventures out on the trail. betrayal.